Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Jeremy's Kitchen. Okay, 3 weeks ago, I sent out a poll to my friends on Facebook, initiating my very first viewer's choice selection for the next episode I was going to do. The choices they had were between jambalaya and gumbo, two Cajun food products. Well, in the end, jambalaya won the vote, and I made it for everyone. Well, now, 2 weeks have passed since I made jambalaya, and I think it's only fair that I make the other product that I was going to try. And that's what I'm going to do today. So today, I am going to attempt to make gumbo. Now, just like with the jambalaya, I had prepped everything in advance so it's easier for me to handle. So for this, I have the following ingredients. These are 5 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, which I had seasoned already with salt and pepper, canola oil and flour for my roux, salt and pepper for various different times and reasons. Here is our trinity, which is bell pepper, green bell pepper, I should say, celery and onion. In there is garlic as well as a jalapeno pepper, 1 Coors Light beer, believe it or not, it is to help cook, chicken broth, thyme leaves, bay leaves, andouille sausage, and to finish everything, it'll be topped with green onion. And I will be cooking some rice with this as well. Okay, so I currently have my stove heating with this pan on. There is canola oil in there. And that is going to be for my chicken. Okay. A little bit more. Now, we want to cook our chicken for 8 minutes on each side to sear the chicken. Once it's inside of our gumbo, it'll cook the rest of the way. So, setting the timer for 8 minutes. And now we're just waiting for our oil to heat up. All right. Our oil is heated up, and we're going to put in our chicken now. All right. So, as I said, 8 minutes on both sides. We're going to let that get a good sear on, and I will show you what they look like after they're both sides are seared. Then we're going to start our roux. Okay, guys, we're back. Our chicken has been seared, so take a look at it. Now, yes, it is not cooked all the way through. But as I said, do not worry. Once it's in the gumbo, it will be completely cooked all the way through and through. All right, so now it's time to start our roux. There are bits and pieces of chicken from the oil in our pot right here. So I'm going to add another 1.5 cups of oil into our pot. I can rinse this off now. I've already brought over our other ingredients, our trinity, as well as our jalapeno and garlic over. Now I'm going to bring over our flour. Got to get a spoon. Remember my rule of thumb when it comes to cooking a dark roux. Never walk away from it. Right now, we're currently just heating up our oil. Once it starts to smoke, then we will add our flour to it. Okay. We're almost there. We want this to get a little bit hotter. Again, folks, do not worry about the noise here. That is just bits and pieces of the chicken. That was from the oil. That was from our other pan. I added it to this one to help give the oil a little bit of chicken flavor. Okay, so it looks like we're ready. Again, just like last time, be careful with this. When it gets to that dark color, it becomes extremely hot. Do not walk away from this roux. Ready? Here we go. Start mixing. Right now, this is a white roux. I should tell you, I also currently have our roux, the heat on a 2. So kind of a low heat. So right now it is currently white. It'll be turning blonde very shortly. Remember, just like last time, you want to get this to the color of a Hershey chocolate bar. That is the correct color you are looking for. After that, you can add the Trinity in and start cooking that off. Again, remember, be careful. This is hot. This will get very, very, very hot. I'm not joking. Okay. So all we're going to do right now is we're just going to continue to keep stirring this until we get to a dark roux color. Once we do, as I said, we will add our Trinity. Then we will add once that's cooked, we will add our garlic and our jalapenos. And then we'll continue on from there. All right, guys, we're back. We've been stirring our roux for about 20 minutes. And it's at the right color I want. Take a look. Color of a chocolate bar. Okay, so I gotta carefully put you guys down. All right, so now we're ready for the next part. I'm gonna take our Trinity and carefully, just like with our jambalaya, add it into our dark roux. Now we mix it all up. All right. Good. Now, at this point, you want to hit it with some salt in order to get out some of the moisture from the vegetables. I'm going to mix it up. Oh, that smells good. We want to cook this down until the onions get a little more clear. Once we do, we can add our garlic and our jalapenos, because those won't take long to cook. And I can bring over the next step, which will be after the garlic and the jalapeno, is our beer and our chicken stock. It smells amazing so far. Okay, yep. Alright. Look at that. That Trinity is cooked perfectly. So now, the reason it cooked fast is because the roux was super hot. Garlic, jalapenos, in. Now when we add the beer in, we are adding it to cook out the alcohol and add some extra flavor to our gumbo. Okay, we're ready. Coors Light beer in. That should be plenty. Now we want this to form a kind of a gravy in here. Whoa, it's doing that pretty quick. Wow, that got thick very quick. I think I should add a little bit more beer. Yeah. Ah, there you go. Now, chicken broth. Oh yeah, you want to mix this while you're doing the chicken broth because you don't want the flour in it to congeal with the flour will get much thicker over time if you don't stir it. Or something like that. So at the same time, you add this chicken broth. You add, keep stirring. Ah, there we go. Chicken broth is in. Now, you know what? I'm going to take 2 bay leaves. 1. I'm going to add 2. We're going to take our thyme Add it in. Salt. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 1, 22, 23, 24, 25, 27, 28, 29, 30 cracks of black pepper. As Chef Isaac Coop said, yes, that's a lot of pepper. No, I don't care. Now, add our chicken back into our gumbo. So, all the way deep in. And our andouille sausage in. All right, so now we want to get that up to about a simmer, and then we lower the temperature down. Once that temperature is lowered, we cover it and we let this go. Now, here's why originally I did not want to do a gumbo when it came to the viewer's choice, because of the time. This gumbo, in order to cook out the roux and to get all the flavors combined in, would take at least 3 hours. But we're doing that now. So, once it comes to a little boil, we'll turn this down. We're going to simmer it, cover it, and we're going to let this go for 3 hours. Okay, so first things first, I need to get the lid for this pot. I think this must be it. Nope. I will find it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. A few more. Okay. So, as I said, we're going to wait till this comes to a simmer. We're going to cover it, lower the temperature, and let this go for about 3 hours. I'll be back with an update. Alright guys, we're back. We currently have 2 hours and 34 seconds. 2 hours and 34 minutes, my apologies, for our gumbo to be fully cooked. So while we're waiting, there are two other things I do have to do in order for us to make this gumbo successful. The first thing is I'm going to put you guys down here, and I'm going to cut up a little bit of green onion for my gumbo. This should be nice. All right. So we got some green onion ready to go. You can put this away. Now the next thing we're going to have to do is make some rice. Rice is the traditional side dish for gumbo. It's basically used to soak up the gravy of the gumbo. So we're gonna rest for a few minutes, and then when we come back, I'm going to make a small pot of rice. All right, guys, an hour has already passed into our gumbo making. It's now got to go for another 2 hours. But while I am here and while I am waiting, why don't we start on our rice? Now, I've made rice before on this channel, but I want to do it again. Put the rice into a strainer, just like this, and we're going to bring it over to our sink, where we are going to rinse it out. That'll remove any starch or gut in the rice. Now we're going to take our pot, put the rice into our pot. Right now, at this point in time, is when you should season your rice. A little bit of salt. Pepper. And yeah, I'm just going to give it a little bit of a kick with 2 hits of cayenne. Now, the rule of thumb when it comes to rice, 1 part rice to 1.5 parts of water. So this is 1 cup of rice, and this is 1.5 cups of water. Okay. We're going to put this onto our stove. We're going to set it at, no, wrong one, medium. And that's going to go for about 8 to 10 minutes. So we're going to let that go, and we're going to let our gumbo continue to cook. We'll be right back. All right, guys, 10 minutes has passed. Let me go get our rice. Shut the heat off. Oh, yeah. Yep. Come here. The water has evaporated, has soaked into the rice. So, final step we need to do is fluff the rice up. Oh, yeah. Yep. There you go. All right. Good. So now we currently have 1 hour, 42 minutes, and 30 seconds until our gumbo is finished. So when we come back, all the extra steps have been taken care of. So afterwards, it'll be time to serve our gumbo. All right, guys. Well, it is currently 6:02 in the evening. 3 hours have elapsed, and our gumbo is ready to be served. So, here's how I'm going to do this. First, I'm going to take my rice. I'm going to take this, put it in a serving into this bowl. That should do nicely. Now, the good news about gumbo is you cannot overcook it, as Chef Toop said. Now, before I serve myself a portion, I think you guys need to see what this looks like. My goodness. See, that looks good. And I see one of the bay leaves floated up to the top. Okay, let me put you guys down. Let me get this bay leaf out of there. So I can find the other one. I know I had two in there. No, I don't see it right now, but that's okay. So, move that over. Put the bowl back over. I got a good piece of chicken. Wow. Perfect. Oh, that is awesome. Wow. So, now I'm going to put this back on the stove. Now I'm going to take some green onion. Just put some all on top, just like this. This one. And there it is. Come here, guys. So, take a look at our chicken and sausage gumbo. Wow. The chicken is definitely cooked through. And all that sausage looks amazing right now. Okay, guys, I'm going to take this over to our table and I will give it a shot there. All right, guys, we're here at our table. Take one more look at our chicken and sausage gumbo. Okay, let me put you guys down. Oh, I'm excited for this one. Okay, the chicken is soft. And yes, as I thought, it is cooked thoroughly. Vegetable, some rice. I'll get the chicken next. Cheers. Mmm. Whoa, that's spicy. Mmm. Wow. Let's try some chicken. Mmm. Mmm. Soft. That is delicious soft chicken. Wow. Well, so far I can tell you The rice absorbed so much of the juice. It's delicious. Wow. That is delicious. That is perfect. All right, guys. This is our chicken and sausage gumbo. If you like this video, please feel free to like, share, subscribe. Also, be sure to leave a comment down below. Until next time, this is Jeremy saying, Bon appetit!